Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nathan. Just out on a recce today, just a local-ish area to me. Just having a little look around a spot to hammock camp really. Even if it was just last minute, one night overnighters. Really just a lot of pine round in Bournemouth and Dorset. So loads of good scope to hammock. Not as much for tenting or ground bivvying because there's so much farmed spruce out here and pine, so it's really close. There's not much ground dwelling available. Yeah, just nice little cook up today, just a small bit of lunch, enjoy it and see if there's a nice little spot I can spot for maybe a couple of weeks time. I think we found a good little spot here. Nice quiet little spot, not too far away from the path, but I think far enough away where no one's really going to be looking in. I'm only going to have the Bushbox fire in there because the Bushbox keeps it really nicely contained. We are on a pine wood. It's very damp out there on the floor at the minute, so yeah, should be just a short one, just a small little bit of lunch just to give me a bit of fuel, and yeah, then back home. Chill, do a few chores, but yeah, it's nice to just get out for a walk. It's starting to kind of rain, but it's not too bad. Wind's dying down as well, so which is very good. Hopefully stays that way for next weekend for the big camp. So let's get set up and have a little bit of food. Well, so just wait for the fire to catch so I can cook on, let that break down a little bit. Just thought I'd run through this chair. It was gifted to me by Kilos Outdoors. I've got their large chair with the high back, but I reached out to them just to say, look, it's an amazing chair, the big one. Did a good review for them. It seems to have driven a bit of custom their way, because not many people were doing videos on it, and everyone was asking constantly about, can someone sit in it, let me know their height, weight, everything. So I'm 6'3", 91 kilos roughly, and I sat in it and I looked considerably larger than the average person that was in the video. So I thought I'd do a video, because I found it hard to believe that the people that were in the videos were over 6 foot, and it clearly shows they weren't. They were kind of like 5'6" max, I would say, guys or girls, because their shoulders were well inside the chair. So yeah, so I reached out to them, said how much an amazing chair it was. A lot heavier than a lot of the others, like the Helianoxes and stuff like that, but I'm not worried about the weight. I'm more worried about the strength and longevity of it. And there's no plastic parts in this apart from the feet, just to stop it, help it going in the ground. Everything's aluminium tubing, so really, really strong and way more weight rated. So like I said, I'm 90 kilos. All the Helianox super light ones, they're only really rated to exactly my weight. So if I put a couple of kilos on, I could potentially just break it, and I don't really like being at the limit. So yeah, so this is rated way over 100 kilos. I think about 140 kilos. And yeah, then they sent me the small version of it, which I was very grateful for, which I thanked them for, because this would probably be better for me for the bike packing trips, because the big one is quite a bit bigger. So not too bad for the hiking, because I've got a big huge bag it can fit in, but for the bike packing, trying to fit everything on the bike is quite a tight squeeze. And this is considerably lighter. We're talking about 600 grams lighter, and much smaller, but it's still really, really comfortable, because as you'll see in a second, I'll show you how I fit in it. Like, yeah, my shoulders aren't rested on it, but there's certainly a lot of back support there. Let me show you now. So yeah, as you can see, super comfy, a little bit of flex in it, which is nice, but it's strong because it's all metal. So for me, it's perfect. I'm really relaxed in this. You don't feel like it's going to buckle underneath you or anything like that. Feels a really, really nice chair. And like I said, I'm not worried about weight. I know you can get way lighter than this, like half the weight of this from the Helianoxes. They're also double the cost. Admittedly, this one was free, but which I was very grateful for. But to me, it's about comfort, strength, because I don't want to be replacing a chair in a year's time because it broke just because I sat down a bit heavy on it. I want to be able to just sit down and not worry about it, because when you're tired after like a long tour on a bike, you're not super careful with everything. You just plonk down, you just want to relax, and the last thing you want is your chair breaking on a tour, because if it does, you're lying on the ground and you want to be really comfortable in the evenings, especially if you're having a bit of a cook up. So yeah, as you can see, fantastic. Still comes up right to the 2/3 up my back, so there's plenty of support. I can lean right back, goes nowhere at all. So yeah, very pleased. Highly recommend them. Have a little look on their website. I'll put a link to their website in the description anyway, so you can take a look yourself. I'm not affiliated in any way at all. I'm just giving you a review. I've used the other chair a lot, whether that being in the garden. I've taken it out on quite a few camping trips, a van camping trip, a hike, a bike packing trip, and it was super comfy. You can see it in other videos that I've done as well. So to me, it's the best all-rounder chair. And the high back one with the arms, perfect. But like I said, it's much heavier, so more for the hikes, I think. So yeah, let's get on with a bit of cooking. Yes. Bacon, honey barbecue sauce, jalapeno smoked cheese, and grilled tomato. Perfect. Ooh. Smells and looks amazing. There's a bit of honey barbecue sauce in there as well. This is smoked jalapeno cheddar. I know that is amazing, so nice lunch and much needed. Really smoky. Bacon's really, really nice. And that cheddar's really, it's got a really nice subtle smoke to it, but the jalapeno through it makes it really, really nice. Nice cheesy bun. Right, I'm gonna eat these. Just sit here and relax, I think, for a bit. It's very quiet here. No one really around. I've seen a couple of walkers, but they're probably 100 metres that way, but not a single person's actually looked this way. Even though there's a little bit of smoke coming off the bushbox fire. Not much, because the pine dissipates the smoke very, very well. And typically you don't just look into the woods as well. So even being only 100 metres, I can see them easily, because I'm looking for them, but seeing me out here, it's not that easy. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy these and have a little chill for a little bit. As you can see, packs up to almost nothing. There's nothing really there. Really, really small. Nice. Really simple chair, but like I said, you can see the aluminium tubing. It's all solid, everything is aluminium. There isn't anything but aluminium apart from, like I said, these feet. There, but they just stop the legs sinking into the ground. Really well thought out, but yeah, really, really thick tubing. Not the lightest, like I said, but great bit of kit. Nice and clean. Love my Swedish pan. folds up perfectly, great, packs away. Quite thick gauge steel, so it takes a while to heat, but once it does, it's a nice even cook. So yeah, very good. I'll leave a link to that in the bottom. That's from over in Europe anyway, but yeah, Stabilotherm I think it was, about 25-30 pounds, but I'll put a link, as I said, because the price may have changed since I bought it a couple of years ago. Fire just dying down now, barely anything left there, plenty of water to put that out. As always, leave no trace. The only little patch had. That's a great thing about the Bushbox, is it's really contained. It's really focused heat, and also it's just very efficient. I used barely any wood there. You cut a couple of bits off the pine. They're pretty dead. There's not much. There wasn't much sap in it at all. A little bit. So there's a little bit of blackening underneath. Oh, excuse me. Underneath the pan. But yeah, it's very, very efficient and really controlled, because it's just a nice gentle heat. It's nothing like a roaring heat, because the coals, you're only putting in small bits of wood, so it doesn't get raging hot at any point. It's just a nice temperature to cook on, really. And if you want to have a bit of warmth from it, like I've done in the previous camp when I camped over at the Purbex, just load it up with wood, have a nice little contained fire, doesn't burn too long, goes out nice and quickly, and yeah, very easy to put out. Like I've just done, probably half a litre of water, put that out, and everywhere's pretty wet around here anyway, because we've had a lot of wet weather recently. But yeah, I'm gonna get everything packed up, squared away, and then walking out of here. That was a very tasty lunch. It's nice to just do it, just to totally relax now. Yes, beautiful all around here, very, very secluded, but and it stayed dry. A couple of little spots of rain, but predominantly really, really dry, so really pleased about that. So yeah, let's get packed up and let's get out of here. Yeah, so all packed away, nothing here now. Yeah, so nice and full. Have a good little walk out of here now. So not exactly a path out of here, but which is good for the camping side of things, because no one's really ever going to walk here, even though, like I said, probably 100 meters away from the path, maybe 80. There's no one's really going to come here ever. But so much spots to have a hammock camp here. Just got to find the right couple of trees that's a decent distance apart, but they're all solid. There's a couple down, but you can see they're really, really old. So yeah, these are the runs where this is properly forest land, been over the years for pine. So you see every couple of years they're coming and taking down loads and loads of trees, or the Forestry Commission getting rid of loads of logs, stacking them all up on the side of the path. A couple of weeks later, all gone. So, yeah, a bit of gorse. Yeah, I'm here. As you can see, real big fire trail. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woods. Lovely. Decent walk out of here now. That's where I normally ride through. If I'm cutting through to like the local single track in Moores Valley, which I've done a video for before, but yeah, it's the main path all the way back to my van. So relaxed now. Really chilly still though. It's supposed to be sunny today, but it's really clouded over, so off on the bike tomorrow. Got to get the legs fit for spring and summer, because I've got some big rides coming up, which I'm looking forward to. Fred Whitten, obviously, as I mentioned before, a little bit scared of that, because that's only, I think, 7 or 8 weeks away now, start of May, and that is going to be tough, really tough, because I haven't been doing any training over this winter whatsoever, whereas normally I would have been, so I'll be in good shape now, but I'm going to be starting from scratch almost. So little Purbeck ride tomorrow, may do a bit of filming, let's see. Definitely be a lot of cake eating when we stop. Yeah, now to just enjoy this lovely walk through the pine forest until I get back to the van, and then off home, go and relax, do a little bit of work, and then walk the dog. So have a great weekend, enjoy time outdoors, and if you are new to the channel, it'd be great if you could like and subscribe, because I think I'm nearly at 50. Big timer. But yeah, like I said before, I'm not chasing thousands of subscribers at all. Just makes it a bit of fun for me, really. I don't even film half the stuff that I do, really, but I think through the summer I'll be doing a bit more, because it's a decent weather, whereas when it's really miserable and wet, you kind of just want to get to camp, get there, get it done, get under shelter, rather than the filming. And sometimes when you're with loads of mates and stuff like that, you just want to enjoy the camps with them, have a few beers, have a good chat. Don't get to see mates as much nowadays, so when I do, it's nice to just totally relax. Yeah, have a good weekend and see you soon.
Thank you.